Well, I don't think we'll be needing that. Sounds like John Carpenter, the Thing. That a bit blurry? What the hell? Oh my god. There's my phone. I don't know why Twitch logged me into my bot account. Did that work? Why is this not running? Oh, YouTube, you're a hassle. Man, we need a thumbnail. It's all happening here. Images. Open with GIMP. Screenshots. Yellow. Red. Preferences. I hate how every single application has to have its own preferences. This should be way easier. Everything in computers just has to have a little niggle, little sticking point. Like, I just want to find, I'm in GIMP, and I just want to find where to set the default font. They've got 1,000,001 preferences. They should have a search box. Really, it's 2026. Edit preferences, tool option. Of course, it's under tool option. Man, I feel such a fool. Oh, right. First, you have to go change it. And there's a bug at the moment where you can't autocomplete. So you type in, like, I want impact actually I want impact bold, but it's impact regular. Oh, now it's working. They must have updated it. All right, preferences. Waiting, loading, tool options. Save tool options now. Okay. All right, that's good. Oh my god, I'm the worst typist. Move that over here. That's going to be left justified. Thanks. Can I do shift click? No. Bit weird that they don't let you do shift click. Fuck it, that'll do us. File. I hate how these programs, they don't have save, they have export. You got Cobb. And then it like takes 10 seconds for it to be like, oh, you want this setting? I don't know why YouTube knows that I speak English. I don't know why when it says, oh, what language is it in? Why it doesn't have English at the start. Oh, that would be offensive to people who don't speak English, but you would put whatever they speak as their default language. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Oh, this is taking forever. I should have started the stream an hour later. Oh, it didn't accept my input. All right. We did it. We finally succeeded after a long and arduous struggle. We're finally here. We made it. Oh, hooray. Yes. What's that taking us? 13 minutes. All right, let's get into the settings. Graphics, it's so blurry. Yes. Full screen, yes. FPS limit. We do no limit. VSync, whatever. Yes. Brightness 5, I guess that's fine. Save data. New game. Oh, I guess I can't, I wanted to name it. Akaboom! Goku Bomb presents in association with Raw Fury, a game by Thunder Roz. Roz? Papa, can you hear me?
Sinclair of the Mount Holly estate at Reddington do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Blueprints. Now, am I in the right spot here? Hello, game. Are we playing game? Escape. Hold to skip. I mean, is anything happening? There we go. What happened then? Day one. We're getting a bit of Is this a video or is this the game? It's handling terribly. Let's leave. Can I run? I don't know what's going on. It's like herky jerky. Game settings, graphics. Let's try limiting it to 120. And we're out of here. Bye-bye. Farewell, uncle. Great granduncle. Oh, secret door. Private drive. Can we fiddle with the screws? Hello, birdies. Let's cheat and go around the back way. The tent. This game is intense. And in caravans. Oh, nuclear fallout shelters. Some stew. Campsite on the grounds. Oh. The campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your granduncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. You may call a day at any time from the blueprint menu tab. This can be accessed after picking up the blueprint in the entrance hall. All right. Well, I mean, the first thing you got to do is look around everywhere else, but where that you're supposed to go. Can I fall off the edge? Aye. Oh, invisible wall, game ruined. I just want to see if there's like secret hidey things. Oh. The orchard? Can I jump? No. There's a gate there though. It's got a lock. Oh, there we go. Let's get Boob. Give Boob a go. Boob. Abu. Right. So it's the kind of game where you can't jump. We've established that now. There's a log here. Any secrets in the log? No, no. All right, what else we got? Very good, very good. Ooh, the Fortress of Solitude. Papa, can you hear me? All right, so there's really nothing out here. I thought there might have been a, you know. Ooh, what's this? Blue things. Flowers. Is there a timer or something? Am I free to explore at my leisure? That goes into here. Private drive. When you scooch up here, nah, the bush blocks me. Doesn't seem like I can jump. There's a staircase here. I'm probably just wasting time. There's probably nothing around here. Oh. Sconce. Sort of a torch. I can run, but it's a very leisurely run. It's more like a shuffle. Log. Bird bath. There's a pipe here. These meant to be like flammable things. Oh. 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 What if you can get like a crowbar or something? Someone really needs to repair this masonry work. It's disgraceful. Do we have anything in the fountain? Got a gate? Can we open the gate? Oh. Ah, come off it. Bridge. Alright, so there's some stuff outside, but we can't interact with. Yet. Entrance hall, rank 1. Nice, pretty. Alright, we have a letter. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of the previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead." With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. All right, I'm going to take a quick break and we will be back with more blueprints. All right. Now, prints. You found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing Tab. Oh, the antechamber. Entrance hall. Inventory. Past the steps and beyond the grand doors, admission to Mount Holly is granted by way of a dark and garish lobby, suitably called the entrance hall. From here, each guest's adventure begins. However, the 3 doors that proceed onward do not always lead to the same adjoining rooms. Type permanent blueprint rarity not available. All right, so I need red rooms. What are red rooms? Green rooms? All. So I guess I have to open a door. What's this here? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 footstep. When you no longer have any footsteps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. Okay, that makes sense. So I've got 44 attempts. So is this the kind of game where there's secrets, or is it just open the door? You know, should I be looking in the grandfather clock and the busts? I'm assuming I have to unlock. What do we go? Left, right, or center? I say we go to the center. We go for the back. Make a break for the rear. Select the room to draft. The bedroom. The closet. 2 items. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. 2 items. Hallway. I mean, hallway sounds like the best one because then there's 2 exits. Although the bedroom has an exit. We got 44. 43 plus 2, 45. Yeah. Greetings from Reddington. Okay, so there is stuff to interact with. It's a hat, a drawer. Do we do anything in this, or do we just... Oh, there's a chest. The trunk is locked. Some books. What's a photo? Well, hello. Moon necklace. Books. In these books. A bed. Some wicker sticks. Fully sick wicked sticks. I'm not sure how, like... I mean, the things that are interactable seem to be glowing. Is that fair to say? All right, we got another room here. The den, the nook, the parlor. What's with the jigsaw piece? Oh, there's +1 diamond, +1 key. I feel like if we go into the den, we'll have more room, more opportunities for side entrances. Big clock. That thing looks like it's interactable. This thing right here looks interactable. Oh, is that a lockbox on the mantle? A jewel. What do we do with jewels? Oh, is that a lock? It's a lock, but it's not interactable. Another lockbox here. Trunk is locked. Hit one and press E. Red room, the lavatory, guest room, +10. Well, what happens if we go into the lavatory? There's no exit. Let's see what happens. We rank 1. Herbert Sinclair. Some liquid soap. So is that just a waste of a room? Right. It's alright, it's alright. Keep pressing A. Corridor. Corridor is always left unlocked. I don't know what that means. Closet, 2 items. Nook. There's a key in the nook. Very cozy. Key. I've got the key. Journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventures, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. That sounds like a hassle more than anything. All right. Can we bring up a notepad? $920 by 1080. The all right. Got me a note there. I'll go into studio mode. Add image. It's note 1. Did I have a notes folder? I thought I made a notes folder. Oh god, this is frustrating. What? Paste. 1. OBS. One. Toggle the visibility with that. I don't know why it's doing that on the when I'm in studio mode. But anyway. So if I go, this is note 1. All right. So there was a key. There was a lockbox in the bedroom. Well, box in bedroom. Bedroom. There's one in the den. You brought that up. You should just be saving it. I know why, because I moved it. Yes. All right, where are my shapes? All right. So if I show that, then it says I've got lockbox in the bedroom and the den. Should we get the lockbox out of the bedroom or out of the den? Let's get the one out of the bedroom because it was first. Oh, I got +2. So every time you go into a room, it's not just into a new room. So if I go in and out, do I just build my 40, 39, 41? So I would lose one and then gain one, lose one, gain one. So it's no point. Like I'm at 41, I go to 40, and then I go back in, I go to 39, and I gain 2, and I'm back to 41. All right. Use the key. Money, 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 money. Am I meant to do anything with the coins? All right. The bedroom. Bedroom is done. That was silly of you. Bedroom is done. I hate how the new version of Paint like keeps the shapes active until you click off them, but then when you click off them, it puts another shape down, so then you end up with a dot there. All right, so we got the bedroom There's one in the den still. Oh, so we just lost like 3 by going through there. So going backtracking is bad. Storeroom has a key. Is that really loud? Sounds like there's a clipping at the end of it too. There he goes, click, click. Down a bit. Just a wee dram. It's still really loud. All right, that's more reasonable. All right, the key and a gem. Now then, I'm going to run out of footsteps. So if we go back into the den, that's the box. Yeah. 2 keys. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. All right. Marked off. Good, 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 good. Down to 36. All right, that's barred off because we went around in a loop and we've closed the other side of it off. The kitchen. Food for sale. Corridor is always left unlocked. I don't know what that means. All right. Down to 35. Cat food. Menu. Banana gives you 3 footsteps. Club sandwich gives you 15. Plus 5 for every red room in your house. So I've got 1 red room. So I get 5. I get 5 for 5. Or I can have 15 for 8. Is there any point to saving it, or should I just get as many as I can? Banana. We don't know, but I don't want to find out, so... Chapel. If you enter the chapel, lose $1. I got 1, so who cares? Do I lose multiple? Nothing on the pews. PU. Hallway, that looks like a good one. Security. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Gem requirement. I don't know what that means. We'll go for the hallway. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Says the antechamber leads us to another area, does it? From its root meaning, the room before all signs and paths point towards the antechamber. This mysterious sealed room, resting on the 9th rank, may prove, however, quite an initial challenge to even reach, let alone enter. Still, you can't help but draw a connection between this chamber and room 46. A familiar room that you may have slept in at some prior visit in the past. Like most bedrooms of the estate, these quarters offer you a little rest and recuperation during your long days exploring the surrounding rooms. Hallway. One of the many nondescript hallways snaking through the estate and providing elegant causeways between the more noteworthy destinations that the house has to offer. Green rooms, none. Shops. A standard kitchenette with all the typical amenities: a stove, refrigerator, oven, and sink. This gallery is where the cooking staff prepares the daily cuisine that will be later served in the dining room. Bedrooms, a lav. A room one might go to great lengths to avoid showing guests, despite them always probing for its location. The chapel, private sacristy. As ornate as the most lavish rooms of the estate, is watched over by 8 Aegean angels depicted in stained glass. This room was more a tribute to your uncle's vanity than it was to his faith. Room 46, this mysterious room mentioned in H.S. Sinclair's will, named only by a number. Despite that, the house's official blueprint showing a total of 45 rooms, the words of the legal document make it apparent that a 46th room is in the house in fact exists. Finding this room is your primary objective while on the estate. It is, after all, your bequest. The Nook. A snug corner reading room which serves as a quiet, private place for guests to spend a few hours of their afternoon away from the hustle and bustle of the staff. The Den. A more traditional family room, warm and inviting, so comfortable one might assume that the countless clocks surrounding the sofa are placed in a futile attempt to avoid inevitably wasting the entire day here. Here and here. Storeroom. No, you son of a... A dedicated storage space filled from end to end with a surplus of chairs, carpets, paintings, and a handful of other things that had at one time been in vogue and on display elsewhere in the house. Yes. Wing hall, pantry, drawing rooms. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff something may draft sue. Parlor. It's opened to the chapel. The gems are on the floor. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the desk. The key there. Dear Herbert, it was a great honour receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlour game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colours. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game. When I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, Mike Lowry. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Let's jot this down. One box true, one box false, one box has a prize. This is pies. That a bit bigger. 20-point font, that'll do us. All right, there's my note. One box true, one box false, one box has a prize. All right. We got a key. A rather curious wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. The gems are on the desk. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the floor. Well, I don't see any gems on the floor. So that one can't be right. The gems are in this box. The gems are on the desk. One box has a prize. Gems are on... I don't understand. Gems are on the desk. Is the true gem the letters that we shared? One box is true, one box is false, one box has a prize. The gems aren't on the floor. We've established that. We've looked. There's no gems on the floor. There's no gems on the desk. Right? Right? So these two are false. But it says only one box is false. The gems are in this box. I mean, do the labels actually relate to what's in the box? I don't know. This has got me stumped. This is the first puzzle and I'm stumped already. Am I that much of an idiot? The gems are on the floor. Is it a word puzzle? The gems are in this box. In, on. Gems are on the desk. Help me, Uncle Sinclair. May the 2nd. Pressed me to write the particulars of this game when I had the time, and I included this with this letter all the details you need to share with your guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. See, that doesn't say that's a description of the 3 boxes. That could be the description of one box. Right? That's my thinking. Is you're led to believe that that's 3 statements. You know, one box has this, one box of the next box, but it could be just that the one that says the gems are in it. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. At least one box. Only one has a price. All right. So we've changed it now. At least one box is true. At least one box is false. Only one has a prize. Floor, the gems are on the desk. The gems are in this box. If the gems are in this box, that means that this one's true and these 2 are false. Only one has a prize. Is the gems the prize? Floor. So if these 2 are false and this one's true, I'm just going with this one. I'm no fool. I'm no fool. It has to be in here. We got gems. Does it show you what's in the others? I mean, were we meant to get gems? That's the problem. The other ones... I'll have no way of ever knowing. Like that's annoying. All right, we're out of here. Yes, bedroom plus 10. Plus a gem. Note there. The Ottoman's in my way. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been 8 years since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL. Yeah, so there's a billiard room somewhere. Portugal. Go the corridor. God. Opportunity to earn and spread currency. Gem requirement. We lost a gem. Pile of mulch here. Weed whacker. Metal detector. Great chance of finding keys and coins. How do I use that? Yes, it just goes off when I, or just increases my ability to find coins. So the, what was that? The courtyard had the metal detector. Door is locked. The dining room. Five. Room. This item, whenever items will be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. In his later years, H.H. Sinclair has become withdrawn from public life and conducted all business from the comfort and privacy of home. This included the occasional board meetings which were held in the professional setting of this room. Hall. The west wing of the estate has been closed since the death of Lady Epsom. It is unsurprising, therefore, that this hallway is in its neglected state, features boarded windows and dust-smothered furniture. Courtyard. Charming spot granting guests a bit of fresh air and open skies with the privacy of the manor walls. Within the privacy of the manor walls. Okay. Does the metal detector do anything? Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Save you some footsteps, I guess. Looks like there's a note here. Safe code 9083. Bung that on there. Yes, rather. We get a glass of water, thanks. Pads, pens. Security is locked by electric key card. The observatory, +1 star for each time you've drafted the observatory. Wee, wee, wee. I'm in the planetarium. The Fixed Stars, The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Dick Witt. Fenn Aries, Bird and Sons Publishing, 1809. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy, will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. The North Star, +1 gold. The Twins, 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The Slice, +3 steps. Diamondus Minor, +1 gem. The Southern Cross. Rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Farmer's Apple. Apples are extra delicious today. Clavis, the key, +1 key. Diamondus Major, +5 gems. Draxus the Dead. Dead end rooms are more common today. The Sale. Everything is 50% off today. Oh, get it, sale. Florealis. Bloom of the Sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers today. I don't know what flowers do. Oh, right. We've reached the end. Should I look at the telescope? Ooh, you can turn it. What does that mean? Can I look through the opposite end? Geronimo! Oh, you can't Geronimo. Oh, Diamondus. Do we get a diamond? +1 diamond? Star, gain 1 coin. Can I look further up? Down. Now I can't see through it. The Aurora Borealis. Is there a way to make the roof change, or does the roof change on its own? Does spinning the globe have any effect on the roof? No. I guess it just spins it. Spinning that do anything? No. They're just for fun. All right, what do we got? Security. Security, security. Uh-oh. Now you've done it. Wait a minute, they've been filming me this whole time, and I just jerked off in the pantry. Better not be cameras in the bathroom. That's me. Blue memos are true, red memos are lies. Okay, we'll have to write that down. Blue true. Red memos. Memes. Unless written by hand. Ooh, that's important. It says right there. Right here. It says unless written by hand. Sneaky. Very sneaky. Gems. The enter key's weird. It enters upwards. Nice, delicious, piping hot cup of static. Oh, computers. Computer. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Please press enter. Beep. Do I have to press enter on my keyboard? Yes. Security. View estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. 0 fruit, 0 gems, 0 keys, 0 coins. Excellent, excellent. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently operational. Keycard system settings. Security level determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with a low setting and 5 or 6 with a high setting. High. Change offline mode. This mode determines that the default setting of the security doors will be set if the power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in the estate. Unlocked. Log into network. Terminal password. We got the safe password, which is 9083. I've got a locked door here. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Well, that's false because it's a red memo and it's not written by hand. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Staff notice, effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Terminal password. Scribbled out. Something sing. Yes. Door is locked. The final key. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. Passageway, 2 gems. Can't do it. Dark room. You cannot see floor plans while drafting in this room. Sure, why not? All right, well, that one's all locked up. It's locked. Are we doomed? We can go to the conference room now. Can't get out of there. We can go to the courtyard. Courtyard is our final. All right, courtyard. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more blueprints. All right, we're going back to the courtyard. At least that's what I think. Courtyard, 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 courtyard. Ooh, the fish. The filet of fish. Lemon glazed salmon. Plus an additional 10 if you have an aquarium. We'll have dinner. Nom 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 nom. I thought dinner had to be rank 8. Locked. Does that mean we're doomed? Wait, there's a door to the north. Locked. Security, security. Let me know. Is there any gems? So what do I do now? I'm just gonna call it a day because I can't go anywhere. Oh wait, storeroom. No, because the computer said there was none in there. Call it a day. Tomorrow you'll wake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current infantry have been reset. There's no point in staying because I can't go anywhere. Day 2. Same note. Yep. I feel like I need the breaker box because then I can turn the security off. Hallway. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. The bedroom. Parlor. We need the key. I'm just going to try another box and see what happens. Blue box is empty. This statement appears on another box. So that's true. I guess it was a different puzzle this time around. Not many rooms with doors. Spare room. Sticky tape. Security, security. Still the same memos. Offline mode. Unlocked. That's just a normal door this time around. We are on the edge here. It's locked. Kitchen. Don't have any money. Trees +4. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Money, 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 money. Where are my oranges? There's supposed to be oranges everywhere. Egg time, but no eggs. All right, we are here. We can really only go right. Sorry, left. If we don't go left, we're gonna be stuffed. The nook it is. And there's a key. That journal being noteworthy. Drawing room. Need gems. Storeroom, whatever. Shock baton. Broken lever. Shock baton. I was hoping it was a shock baton. So there can be different things in the rooms. Ah, fuck. Use the key, I got no option. The furnace. Commissary. With mountains without and. Without ampersand. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. Annual Maid's Day sale, 2 days only. All items up to 50% off. All staff welcome. Day 20 and 21. Am I supposed to play this 20 times? Salt shaker. Shovel. Sleeping mask. Metal detector. Salt shaker it is. Whenever you eat food and gain... Alright. Salt shaker gains a step. Salt shaker gains 1 step when eating. That's pretty weak. Anyway. The chapelle. The corridor. The chapelle. The guest bedroom. Magnifying glass. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yes. This up here. Oh, what's that down there? Does that mean I can look at the note that says what the password is? Is that book normally there? Chapelle. I'm kind of curious why there's these chess pieces around here. One, we got here. 1, no, 2, 3, 6, 4, 7, 1. Gardener. The cook. The haymaker. I'm probably trying to read too much into this. Where was the security station? Because that had the passcode scribbled out. Terminal password is Swan Song. It's the final swan song. Ron Swan Song? Password accepted. Connecting to network. Don't tell me there's no network, so we can't connect. Beep. Staff services. Punch in, punch out. This service has been temporarily disabled. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended at Mount Holly and all domestic staff have been placed on an extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. See Mrs. Babbage for more detail. Staff announcements. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except for you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. Your friends in faithful service. What's Simon up to? What is Simon's game? Simon says. What is Simon up to? Could be anything. Request schedule change. This service has been temporarily disabled. Okay, that's the same as before. Special orders. If you would like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. Special orders can take 1 to 3 days. What would you like to order? The magnifying glass. Approve order. Order accepted. Can I order all of them? Or do I just get one? Cannot place another special order while previous order is being processed. Remote terminal access. It is possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere on the estate using RTA. No other terminals are currently connected. Office offline, laboratory offline, shelter offline. Does that mean I can transfer my body there, or? The electronic email. The permissions of this terminal do not allow for access to the electronic mail account. Currently, the feature can only be accessed via the terminal located in the office. Data transfers. Data transfers from Synca are not currently available. Press enter. Glossary of terms. Adjoining. Rooms are considered adjoined if they are connected to each other via a doorway. Dead end. A dead end is any room lacking a second doorway. If a room ever has additional doorways, it is not considered a dead end, even if those doorways are blocked. The directory contains detailed information for all rooms on the estate that you have drafted. You may access the directory at any time from the system menu by pressing R. Diriger blocks. In the commissary, players may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Diriger blocks. To the dismay of board members of the staff, the cabinet has not been in working order for the last several years. Although the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. Drafting. The action of selecting a floor plan from the 3 options presented to you after clicking a door is known as drafting. Draft pool. The draft pool is the total collection of currently available floor plans from which 3 are drawn at the beginning of each draft. Draw. Drawing is the initial pulling of the 3 floor plans from the draft pool at the beginning of drafting. To illustrate the difference between drawing and drafting, remember that 3 floor plans are drawn but only 1 is drafted. Color. The color of a floor plan will usually indicate the type of room. Violet for bedrooms, orange for hallways, green for green rooms, yellow for shops, red for red rooms. I mean, green for green rooms and red for red rooms makes sense. And blue for blueprints. Default type. You may call it a day at any time. This will end the current day and reset the room on your estate, your inventory, and your steps. When you run out of steps, you will be forced to call it a day. What's to stop me from just calling it a day now? Bedroom. One of the most common types of rooms. Bedrooms are typically used for resting and regaining steps and are identifiable by the violet borders of their floor plans. Oh fuck, there's another section. I can't be bothered reading this. East wing. The east wing of the rooms of the house are the 9 rooms that border on the very right edge of the house. State exhaust. When your steps reach 0, you're exhausted and too tired to continue exploring. At this point, you must call it a day. Gems. Gems are valuable resources used by architects to draft special floor plans. Gold coins, green room. Floor plans that have a green border are known as green rooms. These rooms are associated with outdoor areas and gardens and are naturally synergistic with one another. Synergistic, does that mean that they get a benefit from placing them alongside each other? Grounds. The outdoor area is the estate immediately surrounding the house. The grounds include many areas of interest, including the campsite, apple orchard, and west path. Orange floor plans known as hallways are rooms that often contain many doors. They provide architects the means to branch off into different paths, allowing for greater flexibility. History, inventory, items. Items refer to special items, unique items in your inventory, as well as resource items such as keys, gems, gold, etc. As per the rules laid forth in your great uncle's will, objects found on the estate must be left behind whenever you call it a day. Keys, keycard door. Electronic powered doors of reinforced steel that can only be accessed via a keycard are considered security locked. These doors appear with more frequency the higher up in rank you are in the house. Mechanical. These rooms are often heavy in mechanics and often contain control systems that can interact with other elements on the estate. These rooms are marked by the symbol of a year. Network permanent. Most things in the estate reset from day to day, one day to the next. It's the nature of the house. However, a few things are permanent and are usually marked as such. Permanent changes do not reset each day. So there's permanent ones. How do you know when there's a permanent one? Rank. Each row of rooms in your house makes up a rank. As you progress north, the rank increases. There are 9 ranks listed on Mount Holly's official blueprint. However, among the staff, whispers of a 10th rank can often be overheard. How often a floor plan is drawn from the drafting pool is determined by its rarity. There are 4 rarities: commonplace, normal, uncommon, and rare. Redraw. Some rooms and items allow you to throw back the first 3 options drawn from the drafting pool for a fresh set of potential rooms. This is known as drawing new floor plans. There are several ways to increase the amount of stars visible in the night sky. The easiest method, of course, is drafting observatories. Each additional star creates new formations of constellations, which in turn provides beneficial effects. When a spread occurs, items are randomly distributed across all rooms currently active on the estate. The more rooms in your house, the larger the spread. A special item is referring to an item that is unique and inventory bound, as opposed to resource items such as keys, gems, or coins. These floor plans are slightly more rare and cost gems to draft. They often offer more unique, complex, and exciting effects. Each morning, the house returns to its default position and all drafted rooms, inventory, and resources are reset. Permanent changes, however, do not reset. Tomorrow. The rooms that provide benefits in the future belong to a special category of floor plans. Tomorrow rooms, they are marked with a clock symbol. A small wooden chest often found in rooms, always locked, usually containing a few items of interest. The west wing rooms of the house are the 9 rooms that border the very left edge of the house. Yes. All right, so that was a bit of a waste. I felt like I was going to get more than that. Dirge blocks. There's no point going back in there. Locked. Are we doomed? I think we're doomed. Call it a day. There's no other way to get in. Am I playing this right? I don't know. I don't know. I could be playing it all wrong. I assume this is the way you play it. Like you just keep at it. All right, we'll play another half hour and then I gotta go. Parlor. Three boxes contain gems. The other two boxes contain gems. This box contains gems. All right. Is it the same puzzle? Just different clues? Well, we'll take that. Only true. One, at least one, which is only false. Only one box has a prize within. The other two are always empty. The other two boxes contain gems. This box contains gems. All three boxes contain gems. So if that one's true... No, it said only one contains a prize. So that one can't be true. So that one's telling a lie. The other two boxes contain gems. This box contains gems. There might only be two boxes. The other two boxes contain gems. I'm going to go with this one. This box contains gems. Ching. Where am I? We are now facing north. Three. Money, 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 money. I'm going to eat it. Eating ain't cheating. All right, we need to go left and right. The den goes left and right. A gem on the table. We'll take that. Still reckon that should be a lockbox. Pawns. This is where they keep their pawn. Their hardcore pawns. Right. Guest room plus 10. ZZZZ plus a gem. Weird table somewhere. Now this one we can go up and then we can go left. Corridor courtyard. Needs a gem, but we'll use it. So the doors with the fancy handles, are they the locked ones? I'll be your sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Very good. We can go straight or left. Breaker box. Put that in there just in case. All right, we can go straight or right. Can't use that, can't use that. We can only use that. Key in there. Put the nook in there and we can go back to the start. Keep pressing E. All right, we can go straight or left. Passageway needs 2 gems. Like that. Now we can go straight or left. Take this. We'll get the goodies. Get the goodies and we'll go back. The kitchen. Kitchen, hallway, bedroom. Hallway. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Boudoir. The sulking room. Really nothing. Photo. Christmas. With a safe. There's a safe in the Christmas room. The safe code is 9083. Allegedly. Secret passage. Let's have a look at the secret passage. Key to the bedroom. Gold sink market. Drawback press. Green thumb. The halls of holly. Go to a bedroom. Why not? Maid's chamber. Servants' quarters. Bedroom because it has a chest. Or it did. Doesn't this time. Boo. Gem. We can go either way here. Dining room security. We can go down to the goat check. Coat check. Security. Security. Keycard system. We have the breaker box. Yes, we can turn the breakers off. If we can get a room straight through here, we can go straight there. Drawing room. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your additional 3 options. Well, I mean, I kind of fluffed that one because I don't get to pick this one. That's all right. We're going back to the breaker box. We're going to turn the power off. Yeah, up through security again. It just appeared. Wasn't there for a minute. Billiard room, there's a puzzle in there. Barkeep, one of your finest beverages, please. Nine. 20. 8. 7. 8. 2. 8. 7 and 2 is 15. No. Why did I think that? 7 and 2 is 9. Is it 18 minus 10? That's 8. 9 minus 4. 9 minus 5 is 4. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 minus 18 is 2. Did it work? Something happened? Or did I stuff it up? All right, 8. 7 and 2 is 9. 8. 18 minus 10 is 8. 9 minus 5 is 4. 6 times 2 is 12. Sorry, it's 20 minus 18 is 2 times 6 is 12. Keys. I got the keys. Is this the particularly fun game that they were talking about before? All right, we can go right only. And that's no good to me. All drafting you may use to roll new floor plans. Is there a thing to like put stuff in another day somewhere? No. I kind of wish it would just tell you that you're like stuffed. We'll just run the day out. The rustic villa. Okay, we'll save and quit. That'll do us for today. It's a little confusing. It's looking for something. I don't know if I don't know. Am I just supposed to, because they're talking about like day 22 and day 25. Like, am I supposed to just attempt it time and time again? And on day 22, I get something good, and on day 25, I get something good. But the other times, I just have to plod along. I guess that's what's happening. What do we got here? We got that's not even the full memo. I haven't even saved me memo. We got these codes. Courtyard has a metal detector, but only sometimes. So I thought that was like a given, but it's not. And we don't have them. All right. Well, I am out of here. Bye.